Hi everyone. So now that you understood the importance of variables we discussed in the last video, now just for this demo purpose, I'll click on this and I'll say doc to write, wherein I'll get this to the right side of my window, so it will be easily visible to the viewers. Now let me assign a value to a variable. So whatever we declare on this side is variable, and now I'll assign some value. So and then I'll print it. Okay. So if I print it, the value will be printed as it is. So anything enclosed in double quotes is a string. So let me also do one more thing this way, and you'll observe that a string can be enclosed in single quotes as well. Now I'll print this, and you'll say no difference here. Then let me prove you programmatically. I'll be printing type of A here and type of A here. So if you run that, now you'll see that both are strings. Okay. So what all values can I assign to a variable? I can assign numbers. I'll print A, and then also I'll print type of A. So if you observe the third one, it is integer class. Okay. Then let me also assign some decimal values and also print type of this. The type of this decimal values in programming languages will be float, so this will be floating point type of data type. And then I can even assign false. I'll print this. I'll print type of this. We'll see what is the type of this. Now you observe that the type is boolean. So boolean will value will can hold either true or false. So this can be either true or false. And one more is special case none. It means there is nothing. You just want a placeholder for nothing. And let me print type of A. So if I print this now, what I'll be getting is none type. Right, this is a special object. So classes and objects we'll discuss later in these videos. Let's concentrate on this basic concepts. So now that you are able to see that we have different values that can be assigned to a variable, and so it's not possible in all languages to assign a similar type of different types of values to a similar variable, because in other languages there is something called as data types. Okay, which means that for a particular type of variable there is some specific type. Say for example integer A, then what can we do is we can only assign any number, we cannot assign anything other than that. So such type of restrictions are not available in Python. So you can assign any value to any variable here. So that category, that characteristic of Python is called dynamically typed language. So it can take any value given. Then now that we have seen different values we can be given, now let us also see other data structures. Say for example you are going for a shopping and you have a shopping bag. What all you can add? You can add a t-shirt, jeans, or you can add any other stuff you wanted to buy, right? So let's do that. So I have declared a list. Okay, this is a list. So consider this as your shopping bag. So what I can do, I can append in the sense adding. Okay, I'll add t-shirt, then I'll append jeans, then I'll append Alt. Okay. So let me print this list now. See that your list has all the elements or all the items you have added. Now let's now let us also see the type of this to make sure that this has different type. Now you see that this is list. Okay. Then don't assume that we can only add strings here. We can also add append numbers. See, I can add 10. Say I have 100 rupees and I don't have wallet, so I just added into the shopping bag. Now let's say I have added 10 and also this. There should be these elements as well in the list or my shopping bag. Yeah. So if you see my shopping bag, I can see all the elements which I have added here, irrespective of the type. So you can add any type of data to this list to store. Okay. Then let's come to other data type. It's set. So what is set? Okay. Set is just numbers, like unique numbers. Let me also add. Okay, I didn't print it here, right? So let me also print S and just see what will it print. So I added 2 times, but it has only added one element one time because it maintains unique elements. Say for example, I also add s dot add. What can I add now? Say I want to add Python book. Okay, let's see my set. See. So I have added 3 items, but there are only 2 items. We can use this in such scenarios where we don't need duplicates. We have one already, so we need not consider something like this. It is very similar to list, but it does not contain duplicates. Let us also discuss about tuple. Okay, tuple is like let so what can I do for tuple is I can add similar to my list. Okay, dot append jeans print the. Let me print it. Yeah, it does not have append, so let us do add. These are the methods on. Yeah, so we are not able to add it because once we create it we cannot add. So here itself we need to add for the tuple. So t-shirt comma jeans. Okay, let me get rid of this. Now you'll observe that these elements are added to my tuple. So you got this right. Very good. So these are all the different types of data structures, and also we have one more which is dictionary. Say I wanted to have name. Say let's take name 1. I wanted to have subjects or like I wanted to have the class class 8 class 8. Okay, so let me also add name 2 and the class. Say this name 2 person is from 9th class. So what I'm doing for a particular entity, I'm giving some attributes in the sense, say you are a person. Okay, for a person what all he wants or what all he has to describe something individually. So we will use, this is called key in programming language, this is called value. Okay, keys should be unique. Let us see what will happen. Okay, let's just print this thing first to make sure this is working fine. Okay, see, it's working fine and it is able to print. What if I have duplicates here as name 1? Okay, the same person is using having some class 10. What will happen? Let's see. See that name 1 is replaced, like its value is replaced by the second appearing value. It will get updated once you have two different values for the same key. So this should be unique. Say now you are the single person. For example, let's name this as Aishu. Okay, Aishu is in 8th standard now. Okay, but might be after few days, like after 2 years, she have been promoted to class 10. Now she is nowhere related to 8th class. So this value will be updated with class 10 and she will always be in class 10, because there should not be two classes for a particular person, right? She cannot be in 8th standard or 10th standard. She can be only in 10th standard. So it will get updated here. Okay, yeah. Then let's also discuss about, yeah, let's also print type of, its dictionary. Okay, now that we understood all this, let's also understand comments. Okay, what are comments in programming language? Say I don't know what is happening in this code. Okay, so I have written this code and I didn't explain you in the video and you never know what it is. So let's say I'll write something like this. these these are students with a class classes. Okay, so now that you you read this statement before reading this code, you'll understand this is a student name and this is a their class. Okay, these are students. Okay, let me also make student names. These are student names and with their classes. So now that you read this comment, you are able to understand that this is the name of the person and this is the their class name. So what if I write this code and in my company, say some other person is reading, so he'll not get idea, like he might get idea but it might take longer, right? So if you write comments, what will happen is the person will understand the code very easily, because we are very well versed with the human languages like English, Telugu, Hindi, Marathi, something like that. So they'll understand quickly and they'll go through the code. That's the basic importance of writing comments, because mostly, as I mentioned in the previous videos, we will be writing code once but it will be read by many people many times, many other times. So and we might not be available at the time to explain our code to them. So for such situations we'll be using comments. Now I have written this comment, right? I will run this code. We'll see what will happen in the output window. You observe that there is no difference here and there is nothing like printed onto the screen. So basically comment does nothing, it just gives information to the user and it does not have any impact on the programming. So saying that I wanted to comment these three lines, I can just use pound symbol. So what is this? Say this is pound symbol and this is used to comment the code. Now that you understand all the different types of different ways to store data, different things when to use. Say for example, if you need numeric things, you'll go with integer. If you want decimals, you'll go with float. You once you want either boolean, I like if a value wants a true or false, like assume that you are in class 8th, and it's like annual exams are going on, and pass and fail will be there, right? So for such kind of things, only two values will use this boolean kind of thing. So if it is true, you are passed. If it is false, it means that you have failed that examination. And none type, if you want to create something without any value, say that you wanted to assign value at the later, then you can use this kind of data. And strings, basically, if you like, it's basically anything, any kind of information or something like that you can use. And list, if you wanted to store all different kind of data in a particular bag kind of thing, like as I mentioned in the previous example also, it's like kind of shopping bag or any bag you wanted to add any of the elements. Then set is to maintain the unique elements. It will not have any duplicates. That's the reason we'll use. And tuple, once you create it, there will not be any change. Say for example, your question paper, once which is prepared, it will never be changed again. Just it will be locked and sealed, and only then it will be given in the examination to you. So the same way, it's once written, it's completely done, and you can only access it, but you cannot change the paper. You can just read the paper and answer the questions. The same way here, this is like a key and value. For example, if you wanted to give some properties to a particular thing or person, you can just give the name, individual name, and something like that. So there will be many other use cases for this, but let's keep it simple. And how about these comments? It's just to explain your code to others. It will be easy for others to understand. So we use this. So this is just a small recap for you to understand it quickly. Then let's also discuss about operators. Okay. So I write 3 and 4 and then print a plus b. Here plus is an operator. Okay. So what it does is it will add 3 plus 4. Then what if I print a minus b? That is another operation. And a star b is multiplication. A divided b, this is division operator. A also, we can also do power operation. For example, a power b, this is a power b. Let me write here a power b. So now that you don't understand this symbol, I'm writing here with my comments, so that when you see this, you will be able to understand easily. That's the intention behind writing the comments. So also let me write here mm, a double slash b. We'll see what is the difference between this and this. Okay, so to see this, let me move here. Let me run all the operations here. Yeah, so this is okay. To make it easy to understand, add subtraction, multiplication, this is division, and this is integer division, and this is power. Okay, so that there will not be any confusion in the output window. Let us see. Yeah, so when I add, I'll get this. When I subtract, I'll get this. When I multiply, I'll get this. When I divide, an integer division. So what will happen between this operator and this operator? Let's see this now. So consider now 3 divided by 4, right? So what will happen? This is a fraction, right? Equal to 0.75. But what if I wanted to divide it? I just wanted to get this quotient part. Okay, 4 zeros, it is 0. Then okay, now the output here will be, sorry, the remainder will be 3 and the quotient will be 0. What if you wanted to get the quotient of the division value? Then you will be using this integer division, which is this operator. If you wanted to get the complete result of that, either it is uh, integer or the fraction, you'll get this. If you wanted to get quotient, you can use this. Okay, for the same reason, let us also see what will happen if I give print div division of exact. What I mean by exact is like, consider a divided by, sorry, 4 divided by 4. Okay, print integer div exact. Okay, so what can I write here is same one, 4 divided by 4. So let us see these two results at the end. Okay, and let me get rid of this because it's, otherwise I can comment this, it's not needed for user to remember. Sorry, for the compiler to execute. So yeah, when I said div exact, the two things are same, right? Because 4 divide, let me write it this way, 4 by 4, it's 1.0, just a fraction value, by 4. What will happen here is, say now I have 4. Okay, now I am dividing 4 here. So what will be the quotient here? 1, right? And my value will be 4 here, and the remainder will be 0. So because of this reason, we are getting that. And understand that you can try with different values to understand all this. Okay, yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you.